From an Amazon seller's point of view, it's going to change everything from the way you write listings, to the way you analyze your reviews, to the way you do your PPC. If you don't learn it right now, you're going to get so far left behind.
Are there 3 to 5 ways that you would recommend using ChatGPT or AI for Amazon?
Yeah, so I think you can definitely use ChatGPT. We're using it for helping to write listings. So writing for conversion, for example, using bullet points, and also it's how you utilize ChatGPT. What are the prompts that you're giving it in order to write best? So for example, telling ChatGPT, my audience for this product is busy moms with young kids. Write the listing for a busy mom with kids, right? So getting ChatGPT to be in the right framework to write towards your target audience is important. Or, you're an expert in this particular area, write the listing in this manner, right? So it's giving those prompts, and I think a lot of the success with ChatGPT is iterating. You're getting a result, you see what the result is, you look at it and you say, okay, but based on this, now do this, and continue to refine the results, and then with some of your own editing, are able to use it for purposes of Amazon. We're using it to help write listings.
There's a ton of great ones. So you can actually just copy in your whole product detail page and say, write the product detail page to speak to this avatar, so this potential client. You can take your product detail page and say, generate 5 headlines that would work for this specific keyword. So there's a ton of different prompts that you can do, and even if you don't get the right response right away, you can respond back and fine-tune that to say, make it a little less professional or gear it more towards this age group. It'll rewrite those headlines for you too.
Well, ChatGPT is going to change all industries. I mean, AI is, and what's happening, it's evolving really, really quickly. It's basically like the invention of fire. It's going to change everything that much. I was just at a before this Prosper show, I was at the $1 Million Seller Summit, and they had a speaker there, Perry Belcher, spoke for about 40 minutes all on AI, and he basically said, if you don't learn it right now, you're going to get so far left behind. He's like, you got to learn it, and prompt engineering is where it's at. People go and play with it, like, it's kind of cool, and yeah, that's all right. But it's knowing how to ask it the right questions and phrase it in the right way. That's called prompt engineering. That's the most important thing you need to know. And that just takes experience. There's guides out there, there's books, there's websites that will help you with that. But from an Amazon seller's point of view, it's going to change everything from the way you write listings, to the way you analyze your reviews, to the way you do your PPC. It's already being integrated in a lot of the tools out there. And some of them are going to do it better than others. And how do you know if one tool, they're coming from the same data source, the same API from openai.com, but how they differentiate themselves is how they write their back-end prompts and how they write the sophisticated stuff. And so that's where the differentiating factor is going to be between all the tools. And so even you guys are PPC agency, I mean, it could save you a lot of time. I mean, it may put a few people, maybe put a few people, have to switch their jobs. People are going to have to adapt. People are worried about it. A lot of people are worried, hey, this is going to take my job. I don't want to, encourage this because then I'll lose my job. But no, you just have to adapt. Your job's going to change. And it's going to be something totally different. And, it's not a perfect science yet, but it will continue to get better. So you still got to check it. It can still be a little inaccurate, but it's game changing.
Listing optimization, that's one. Creating new copy for it. And for us on social media, we've been using it for fun facts as well.
Sweet. So do you have any go-to ChatGPT prompts for Amazon?
What's been circulating a lot now is use it to write your bullet points and use it to write your titles, etc., your descriptions. But the prompt itself makes a very big difference in the kind of content you're going to get out. One thing that I loved that I heard from someone, I didn't get to try it yet, I actually learned it at this trip, was to put in, ChatGPT can read a website. So if you put in a URL and tell it read the page, so for example, the use case is put in the URL for your listing, amazon.com/dp/your and ask it to read through your bullets and optimize your 5 bullet points with the following keywords, and then drop in the keywords that you got from some market research or from your ad campaigns that were working well. And then just instead of you having to retype it or ask it to start from scratch, it can read your listing and pull it. Another use case for the URL is to drop in the URL for your reviews page. So we use Helium 10 or other tools to scrape all the reviews and read through it. So you can drop the URL in ChatGPT and say, read all my reviews and tell me all the pros and cons from my listing. you know, the things that people liked, the things that people didn't. So I thought that was a very cool idea. I didn't try it yet, but I thought that was amazing to try.
So we'll use it for Amazon SEO, especially, make it kind of take on the form of our dream buyer, dream persona for those accounts.
Okay.
And then from there, ask questions as far as like what it's looking for, using keywords that it finds, you know, throughout the internet at like high volume, and using those keywords in either bullet points, product descriptions, or product titles.
Sweet.
Yeah.
One thing that we use it for is like writing emails to Amazon sellers.
Oh, that's
so like creating our email sequences that go out and just making it very Amazon specific. It makes it much easier than actually going through the website and scraping things ourselves.
Sure.
Yeah,
Saves a lot of time.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think kind of like FAQ management is really helpful, kind of generating initial questions you can put on your listing. We haven't used it for SEO a ton yet, but you know, we're getting into copywriting, so that's definitely like where we see it helping the most for now.
Yeah, copywriting would be the biggest one for the PDPs, but then also ad copy too, just because when I'm building stuff, I'm not a particularly good like creative writer, so I could use all the help I can get.
Nice.
Yeah, and the Amazon suggestions are pretty bad, so it's like I could really use some help like from ChatGPT.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But you can, of course, use a lot of it if you start thinking of building brands also outside of Amazon through your own blogging and everything. And one of the easiest way what you can use ChatGPT for example, is of course write your own blog posts. Get ideas for what should I, hey ChatGPT, what should I talk about on TikTok? Give me some product ideas or give me some content ideas. And all of a sudden you start like, oh wow, yeah, I can make a video about this. And then you go in deeper and you say, hey, you know what, number 6 sounds really interesting. Go deeper a little bit in this. What should I say in the video? And it spits out like everything you want to do. That's it for content, I think, social media, blog content, everything. That's a really good start.
You just need to remember that it only has data until up to, what, 2 years, until 20...
I did not know that.
Yeah, there is no information that was fed to it after 2021. So all of the this is why, for me, using ChatGPT is like for sourcing or something like this.
It's a little irrelevant.
It's irrelevant, yeah. And this is, most of the people don't. This is
Damn, okay. I shouldn't have said that so loud in the microphone.
Keywords, asking for keywords, asking it to redo your title, and asking it for bullet points for your description.
Do you have any tips for ChatGPT in general?
I find that when I want to have, when I write an email and I want to write it better, I will just tell ChatGPT rewrite the sentence for me, and then I will slowly guide it step by step to be more succinct, to be more clear, and then I'll ask her or him to clarify specific parts of the sentence until I'm satisfied.
It's a matter of refining and refining and refining.
Yeah. If you're looking to scale your business on Amazon, visit incrementumdigital.com. My name is Liran Hirschkorn, CEO and founder of Incrementum Digital. Thanks for watching this video, and click on my face to watch the next video.